Good evening and welcome graduates, families, friends, and special guests to the Richford High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2023. I think everyone would agree that one of the main purposes of high school, other than socializing and having fun, no, that's not the only reason, but I think that we have learned over the past few years that that is an essential component, and that the memories that you have made here will continue to form you. You can't hear me?
There you go.
Wow. I haven't been told that many times in my life. So another purpose other than having fun is to ensure that you're ready. Ready for what? Ready for whatever comes next. But what does it really mean to be ready? The Common Core state standards have become synonymous with the term college and career ready from an academic perspective. Of course, we all know that reading, writing, and solving math problems is essential to being successful in life. However, there are other soft skills. At Cold Hollow, they call them employability skills that may even be more important to successful life. Skills like communication, self-direction, the ability to think critically, to solve problems, work with other people, persevere through difficult situations. These are skills that are developed from a variety of experiences, both inside and outside of the classroom, like participation in clubs, sports teams, job experiences, and by attending high school through a pandemic. This group of students were ending their freshman year in 2020 when the world shut down. Every single year of their high school career was drastically different from the last, which required a lot of practice in the aforementioned soft skills. As a result, earning credit and sitting in a classroom was very challenging for many. Mr. Fair and I should weigh 100 pounds each for the amount of steps we put in chasing a few of you around this building. And I can tell you for sure that an Apple Watch will not accurately measure the number of flights you do in a day. 4 years ago, I never could have imagined the amount of time I'd spend in a bathroom. However, despite that, I would contend that these students are ready. Tonight is a time to celebrate your readiness. I know some of you are celebrating a little bit more than others. We have actually had a lot to celebrate all year long. We recently had 2 gold medalists in a Skills USA competition, Aubrey Fadden in a prepared speech, and junior Carter Blaney in plumbing. Both will be headed to Atlanta on Monday to compete nationally. We also had 2 silver medalists, Melody Tracy for job interviewing and Will Steenhauer for job skills demo. The boys and girls sports team both hosted home playoff games for all 3 sports seasons. I don't think I've ever remembered that happening before. The girls hosted 2 soccer, 1 basketball, and 2 softball, and the boys hosted 1 soccer, 2 basketball, and 1 baseball, and all of the teams won their first playoff game. There are also 3 state champions sitting before you. John Vians for the 1,500 meter. Avery Shawkat for the 400 meter. And Ethan Kirkpatrick and Avery Shawkat, along with junior teammates Davian Coy and Carson Steenhauer for the 4x100 relay. And just last weekend, Avery Shawkat also represented us at the New England Track and Field Championship in the 400 meter, finishing 19 out of 36. Additionally, we are celebrating the many successes and accomplishments of these graduates as they end one chapter of their lives and begin another. The following are just a few of the highlights, some of the class of 2023, a highlight of a few of the ways that the class of 2023 signified that they are indeed ready for what comes next. A total of 46 college classes have been taken among the class of 2023. Hannah Beauchesne, Amber Gaudet, Michaela Tregelian are upward bound graduates who are headed to Universal Studios in Florida at the end of June for an Upward Bound Leadership Conference. Melody Tracy is one of 40 students out of approximately 200 applicants who was accepted in the Honors College at Southern Connecticut State University following a rigorous application and interview process. Emma Ensch Desatel, Caleb Leonard, Rachel Clemenson, and Savannah Vestiel were all fully remote through high school and earned their diploma with high academic honors. "11 graduates accomplished 21 industry-recognized credentials, including Hannah Beauchesne and Olivia Pond, who completed their LNA, Seven of our seniors, James Ramo, Avery Shawkat, Harley Donna, Evan Donna, Devin Snyder-Funioli, Nathan Laframboise, and Trent Weatherby completed advanced welding at Northwest Technical Center. Three of of our students, Trent Weatherby, Harley Donna, and Avery Tillotson, will soon have their CDL. 75% of our seniors who took the ASVAB received a score of 31 or higher. 21 is the score you're aiming for. And Jonas Lagasse achieved in the top 11th percent on the electrical section. Rachel Clemenson was an early college student this year at the Vermont Academy for Science and Technology at the Vermont Technical College, and she will continue her education there next year. Two students, Madeline Pike and John Viens, were recognized as two of only 14 presidential scholars honored at the State House in January. As a result of these experiences, these students are well prepared to enter the next phase of their lives. At this point, I would like us to celebrate what comes next for them. We have a large percentage of our graduates planning to continue with their education. Could you please stand to be recognized at this point? Please stand to be recognized if you're entering the workforce upon graduation. And please stand if you are entering the armed forces. In closing, I want to leave you with some words of wisdom from Oprah Winfrey. Do the one thing you think you cannot do. Fail at it. Try again. Do better the second time. The only people who never tumble are those who never mount the high wire. This is your moment. Own it. So at this point, I would like to invite the Richford High School class of 23 class president to the podium, John Viens.
Thank you, Ms. O'Brien, for the introduction. Before I start, could we please get a round of applause for Ms. Fletcher, Mr. Flint, and every other unsung hero that set up this graduation to perfection. To everyone sitting here today, whether you are parents, family, friends, or faculty, you are the village that it took to raise this class every step of the way. I would like to give a special thanks to my village, to my family and friends for always supporting me, to my teachers, especially Mr. Strobel for being a catalyst for my curiosity, and Ms. Besso for playing an integral role in my development as a student. To Ms. Witherspoon for taking my wild dreams seriously and for never giving up on me. And to Mr. Flint for seeing my potential as a runner since day one and for never giving up on me. Thank you all. To my fellow seniors, what a journey it's been. Memories have been made, lessons have been learned, but most importantly, a family has been formed. Together, we have survived numerous petty beefs, a worldwide epidemic, senior IT circle prompts, and even senioritis. Well, most of us. But arguably most significant, we dismantled the rumors about the cat litter boxes in our bathrooms. In all seriousness, we have achieved much. 18 seniors have graduated with a form of honors. The softball team finished second place last year in the state championships. The boys track and field team had 8 individual state champions over the past 2 years. The drama club successfully performed their first play this year. The Vermont Youth Council and the National Honor Society serve the community through volunteering and philanthropy. The Richford FFA and Cold Hollow Career Center students performed highly at various skills competitions. And the chickens have laid lots of eggs. Go buy yours today. As our time at this school comes to a close, we celebrate 4 years of dedication and persistence. We also celebrate the fact that the senior class of 2023 will be able to buy 3 new ovens for Miss Foley as our senior class gift. And now for my obligatory attempt to impart some wisdom. Here it goes. Many of you know me as the guy that runs a lot, but my potential in running was not always apparent. It took me 4 years and 37 attempts to win my first race as a sophomore. During my high school career, I've lined up 15 times with eyes set on a title just to fall short. But as Henry Ford once said, the only mistake is one from which we learn nothing. Although I have failed and failed and failed, I learned and I adapted, and that is why I am a state champion today. Failing is inevitable. Every single human does it. Yet, the act itself is often chastised, looked down upon, and even feared. Dismantle that belief system. When failure highlights your weaknesses, we have a choice to either fertilize our insecurities or to weed out our stumbling blocks. As we enter our next chapter, it will be vital to approach failure with accountability rather than excuses. It won't be easy either. The rejections will still be disheartening, the new experiences will still be uncomfortable, and the missteps will still be embarrassing. But as our class motto says, only those who risk going too far can possibly find how far they can go. So have ambitious dreams, do uncomfortable things, and don't be afraid to find out what you are capable of, even if that means failing a little bit along the way. You won't regret it. And in 5 years, I expect to see all of you back here for our Richford High School class reunion to hear about all the times you got knocked down and got right back up. Congratulations, class of 2023. Now I would like to introduce the National Honor Society President, Madeline Pike.
Thank you, John. Bear with me, this is not my strong suit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to be able to welcome families, friends, teachers, administrators, and kids whose parents dragged them here to the graduation of the class of 2023. For all the families in the audience, I know how proud you must be of your graduate, and how happy you must be that your days of running to Dollar General at 9 p.m. because we forgot to tell you we had a bake sale or a project the next day are over. Trust me, we're happy too. But I also know how quickly this time went for all of us. They always tell you that high school goes by fast, but I don't think that you really understand the reality of that statement until one day you're being handed your freshman class schedule and the next you're getting your cap and gown. On a very real note, we grew up. All we ever wanted was to grow up. We wanted to be taller, stronger, smarter, play the varsity sport, drive the car, go to prom, and all of those other things we thought would make us grown-ups. So we rushed it, and I wish we hadn't. My biggest regret is not living in the moment more and giving all my attention to the future and not to the little time that I had left as just a kid. So standing here speaking to you for the last time as a high school student, I can confidently say that I don't really want to grow up. I wish I could be 18 forever. I would never have to leave my family and my friends, never have to pay any real bills, take random trips to TJ Maxx and Dunkin' Donuts with Emma and Aubrey, put glitter on my face and wear a tutu to school because that's normal, ask my dad for 30 bucks so I could put gems on this cap, although he should still look out for the "Hey Dad" texts. But I know that we have to, because if we always waited till we were ready for our next adventure, we'd never take the leap. For most of us, we have known each other since kindergarten, and we have gone to school with each other from K through 12, which makes tonight extra special because we have seen each other grow into smart, kind, hardworking individuals. And even though we may never be as close as we are now, I'm so glad that I got to know all of you. I hope that the younger versions of ourselves could look at us tonight and be proud of the people we have become. Maybe not all of the choices we made along the way, but how we ended up. I hope that you all continue to reach for your dreams, to travel the world, to meet new people, to work hard, to know success and failure, to continue to learn, and more than anything, I hope that you are happy. Today, you are looking at 2023 graduates, but you are also looking at future doctors, nurses, scientists, soldiers, teachers, lawyers, farmers, or future whatever we want to be, because tonight the world just opened up. There's a lot that I'd like to forget about high school, but there's way more that I'm going to want to remember. Like when our senior prank was this close to being setting Brayden on fire. Our soccer season that was unbelievably incredible, my favorite season yet. Every time Fair had to find Talia, and when she hid in Bordeaux's classroom for a whole period and no one had a clue. Senior sunrise, the feeling of leaving for a playoff game and having the whole school lined up to support you. The boys' soccer and basketball games against Enosburg this year. And if I had $1 every time I heard, "Liam LaValle, please come to the office," I'd be going to college for free. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Thankfully, I have all the pictures and videos I need to remember the past 4 years. Speaking of picture-worthy moments, give me 1 second.
Yes, she is.
Everybody say cheese. I can't. Perfect. Before I end my speech, I have some advice I would like to share with you all. Obviously, after my 18 years of life, there's nothing that I don't know. So I'm the most qualified person to be giving you this. Take any opportunity you can. I promise you 9 times out of 10, you'll regret it if you don't. Talk to everyone. Surround yourself with people who want to see you succeed, because anyone else is a waste of your time. Always wear sunscreen. When in doubt, Google it. If you hear a noise in your car, don't just turn up the volume. If your car is rolling backwards on ice, don't jump out. Everybody will make fun of you. And remember that we're all so young. There's no need to try to skip through time. I would like to take a second and thank some of the people who have helped me get to where I am today. There are so many people that I could thank, but in the interest of time, I will keep it short. To start, I would like to thank our teachers and administrators here at RHS. I'd like to thank my soccer coaches, Abby, Katja, Bordeaux, and my Uncle Scott for keeping my love of the sport alive. I'd like to thank all of my friends, but in particular, Emma, Aubrey, and Jonas for being the most ridiculous people that I've ever met, but for also being my biggest fans. I'd like to thank my family for all that they do for me, and most importantly, I'd like to thank my dad. Because without my dad, my story would be a lot different. He's the bravest, most supportive father that I could ask for. I may be biased, but I think that I'm the luckiest person to have the most amazing people surrounding me. I wouldn't have wanted to live this life with anyone else. Like Miley Cyrus / Hannah Montana once said, "You can say goodbye and you can say hello, but you'll always find your way back home." So to the class of 2023, this may be goodbye, but I can't wait to see all we've accomplished when we make our way back home. Thank you.
Thank you, Madeline. And mine would have been funnier if I could have used the names. I thought about it, but. So for the past several years, we have invited outstanding Richford High School alumni back as guest speakers at graduation to highlight the talent of graduates from these hallowed halls. Marie Bruley Isom is a veteran of the U.S. Air Force, a life coach, and an author. You can buy her book, The Paper Mache Princess, on Amazon, or she will be doing a book signing on Saturday at Greenwoods. Please join me in welcoming 1984 RHS grad Marie Bruley Isom to the stage.
Well, I don't think after hearing John or Madeline, I have much to say. I think they covered pretty much everything, but it's as close as it can get. Okay.
Try
Is that, so good evening and a huge congratulations to you, 2023 RHS graduates, as well as your families and friends, educators and administrators. I gotta confess, I'm feeling a little emotional and a little nostalgic being back here. So much has changed, and yet so much is still the same. And I'm honored to be back here.
I'm gonna adjust you
Okay.
one more time.
Okay.
You're
Is
gonna
that-
have to talk loud.
Loud?
Don't worry about talking too loud.
Okay.
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 That's perfect.
We got it. Okay. Well, I'm glad to be back here, and if you're wondering just how old I am, take a look at Joey's dad, Dennis Paquette, or Mort Greenwood over here, class of '84. We graduated together, and I'm honored to be back and celebrating with this class today. And I hope I can offer you a little encouragement and inspiration, but like I said, I think John and Madeline covered it all. You may not realize it, but a lot of us old folks, we follow your shenanigans and your triumphs on social media. So I've seen lots of pictures, read lots of events and accomplishments, and I know that this class of 2023 is not only a class that has overcome starting out their high school years with a pandemic, a worldwide pandemic, but you are a class filled with talent and humor, athleticism, courage, adventurous spirits, and so much more. And you will make your mark on your communities and on our world. Mrs. Fletcher had shared with me your class motto, "Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far they go." T.S. Eliot. And I believe you will live out Eliot's words, and that by pushing yourself beyond where you think you can go, you will arrive at the most amazing places. I want to highlight two words, risk and go. To go somewhere means that you must leave the place where you currently are. And sometimes the place where you are seems comfortable and easy and safe, but I exhort you to be courageous and take the risk. Now, when I say go, you most likely think of that in the physical sense of traveling. But to go forward isn't always physical. Personally, when I graduated, to go away was my desire, so I joined the Air Force. And even though I packed my bags and I went from Vermont to Texas to Colorado, then on to Germany, to Florida and England, and back to Colorado, I didn't really leave. I packed all of the things that I was running away from, and I carried them with me for many years. To go where you want to go means to leave behind where you don't want to be. This is as much mental, emotional, and spiritual as it is physical. It means leaving behind your fears and your doubts and your insecurities, your mistakes, your should-haves, and moving into possibility. Some of you will stay here in this beautiful Vermont land, yet you will push forward beyond anything you imagined by stepping outside of the safe familiar. Others of you are chomping at the bits to leave military, college, to see other lands. I applaud each of these decisions. There are three aspects to going that I want you to consider as you step out into your future. First, go inward. then go forward, and finally go upward. The journey to your desired destination must begin by going inward. I challenge each one of you to take time to look deep inside. Who are you? What are your unique giftings? Every single one of you has them. What are your natural abilities? What are your top values? If you've never worked through your values, you can search online and you'll find a myriad of free handouts, or you can reach out to me and I've got free resources as well. But too often, people take the second step of going forward without looking inward. And they do all that hard stuff, and they get to where they intended to go, only to find themselves unfulfilled or unhappy because they just went. There's nothing more tragic than climbing mountains, scaling walls, defeating giants, only to arrive in a land you don't like. So start by looking inward. Know that you know who you are, what you believe in, what you are passionate about. Know what success means to you and how you would define it. Then you can go forward, stepping out with confidence and in the right direction. Forward requires courage, risk, and commitment. And it requires perseverance because you will encounter detours and roadblocks. It's a fact of life. Adversity and trauma are no respecter of persons. You've already persevered through a pandemic, and I applaud each one of you for continuing on to the finish line of your high school graduation. Well done. When you encounter roadblocks, you have three choices. You can choose to give up, hightail it back to safety. You can freeze, moving neither forward nor backward, or you can press on, like John spoke about. Find a way over, around, or through the obstacle, and I recommend pressing on. Some roadblocks look like rejection, lack of finances, or failure on the first attempt, or, as John said, the second attempt, the third attempt, and so on. Don't let these things hold you back. Keep going, and don't be too proud to ask for help. When I wanted to join the Air Force, believe it or not, I was too short. At 4 feet 11 inches, I literally did not measure up to the 5-foot height requirement. But I pressed on, and I got a waiver. During basic training, we were required to complete an obstacle course. I was near the end of the course, shimmying across a rope hanging above 4 feet of murky water. My hand slipped, and I fell. When I stood up, the water was nearly up to my neck, and the instructors began screaming at me, "Airman, stand up!" "But sir, I am standing," I replied, and the harsh, stoic instructor burst out laughing. I passed the course, and I later learned that the official name for the obstacle course was the confidence course, because that is what obstacles are, what they can become when you move past them. They're opportunities to grow in abilities and confidence and become state champs. Another kind of roadblock is trauma. In 2012, 2 of my daughters and I were seated in a crowded theater in Aurora, Colorado, when a deranged gunman walked through the door and began shooting. It was a massacre with 12 people murdered and 70 more injured. The woman in the seat next to my daughter died. That traumatic event could have left me paralyzed, afraid to live life to its fullest, a roadblock to end all roadblocks. But who wants to live in fear? So we choose to press forward. With the help of strong faith and wise counselors, I embrace the Stockdale paradox. And this means when you come to a difficult place or trauma, you acknowledge the struggle and the pain of the situation, while at the same time balancing the hope of the future. James Stockdale, for whom the paradox was named, was the highest-ranking naval admiral during the Vietnam War. He was captured and tortured as a prisoner of war for 8 years. But during that time, he encouraged fellow prisoners to survive by balancing the harshness of the situation with a healthy optimism. Present reality carried by faith into something better. Never give up. Those who focus solely on present difficulties or trauma will give up, wither, and die in one way or another. On the other hand, those who suppress the reality of trauma's impact will never heal, and they too will wither up and die. So don't deny the reality of difficulties or roadblocks or struggles, but also don't let them limit you or define you. You are not what has happened to you. And finally, press upward. I think of an upward posture as first giving thanks, looking back and recognizing how far you've come and acknowledging those who helped you get there. It's okay to acknowledge your own strength in the process as well. For me, I make it a daily point to give thanks to my family and friends and to Jesus, who I believe has carried me through so much. And then from your position on higher ground, you can reach back and you can help others with shouts of encouragement or even a strong arm to pull them forward. Graduates, each one of you is uniquely and wonderfully made. When you are willing to take risks, to go inward, forward, and upward, you will find yourself in amazing places, perhaps even back here at RHS, encouraging a younger generation that they too are created on purpose and for a purpose and will leave their mark. We can't wait to keep watching you do just that. Congratulations and God bless.
Thank you, Marie. At this time, I'd like to invite the band members to join the band. And while they're moving to prepare for their final performance, we have a couple of surprises tonight. So, John, a lot of what I was going to say, you said, and some of the stuff I said, you said. So I'm sure you've all heard the phrase that it takes a village to raise a child. It's true. And we are fortunate here at Richford Junior Senior High School to have a lot of support from some very dedicated families. Last year, we intended to start a new tradition of recognizing a family of the year each year for their contributions to our school community. So we are going to retroactively give a Family of the Year award for 2022. The family that is receiving the award was extremely supportive to this school, especially our cross-country and track and field teams. They spearheaded numerous fundraisers and were here every single weekend taking care of the chickens. Several students have said to me what a positive influence Luke and John have been to them. And I have told them, well, maybe it's time for you to step up and be a Luke and John to somebody else. I invite the Vans family to come forward and accept the 2022 RJSHS Family of the Year Award. Luke, are you here? I challenge all of our students to be a Luke and John for someone else. So our 2023 Family of the Year Award is going to a family that could be counted on to help no matter the situation. If we needed someone to chaperone a field trip or ride a sports bus at the last minute, they would come through for us. Karen has stepped up to coach many teams that we could not get coaches for over the years. They were here decorating for every single senior event, even when they didn't have a senior. Eric volunteered his time to prepare our softball and baseball fields for every game this season, even though they don't have a baseball player. This is an example of how they're always willing to help, whether or not it benefited their own child. I invite the Shagnon family to come forward to accept the 2023 RJS Family of the Year Award. And before the band plays, I want to invite Leah Lagasse up to present a special award, and that is going to be followed by our band playing for us with the seniors for one last time.
The AMV Foundation was created in loving memory of Avery Margaret Valancourt, who passed away in 2020. I am honored to award a senior from the graduating class of 2023 the Accepted and Valued Award on behalf of the foundation and her family. Avery was a friend to all, creating a close and unique connection with so many different people in so many different ways. She expressed herself through art, clothing, poetry, and travel. She shared herself by giving everyone she knew and loved pieces of what she made. When I think of Avery, I think of a sunflower, bright and strong, radiating all things positive. Sunflowers were found throughout her artwork. One piece hung in my house with the initials AMV written at the bottom. Avery made every person she had the chance of knowing feel as though they belong and had purpose, all because she knew what kindness and compassion really meant. This year, we will present the second annual $1,000 award to a graduating senior from Richford Senior High School who positively impacts their community by creating a culture of belonging and inclusion. Every member of the school community was encouraged to nominate a senior for this recognition. There were 16 students nominated, and 8 of these students were nominated multiple times. At this time, I will call all nominees to please stand at your seat to be recognized, and if we want to hold the applause until the end to celebrate their nomination together. The nominees are Aiden Noyes, John Viens, Emma Fadden, Vanessa Cunningham, Melody Tracy, Amber Gaudette, Joseph Paquette, Ella Shagnon, Nathan Laframboise, Jonas Lagasse, Grace Rye, Aubrey Fadden, Leah Silva, Liam LaValle, and Avery Choquette. You may be seated. The recipient of this year's award received 6 nominations from students, teachers, and staff. Here are some of the things said about why they deserve this award. They are always there when anyone seems down. They're a great leader. When they do anything, they do it with their head up and with determination, regardless of if they enjoy it or not. They are always there to help others feel better when they're having a bad day, and they always radiate the room with positive energy. They go out of their way to make everyone feel comfortable and accepted. It can be hard to feel like you belong in school sometimes, but when they're around, everyone feels some sort of connection and belonging. They are always helping people when they feel down and making jokes to lighten the mood. They have always welcomed everyone with a smile and open arms. When I joined a school team as a shy, scared person, they made sure I knew that I was welcomed and accepted. They accept every person they come across and stand up for people, and they truly deserve this. The winner of the Accepted and Valued Award for 2023 is Emma Fadden.
Did we do it?
Good evening. It is an honor to be presenting the scholarships and awards for the class of 2023. I am going to begin with Hannah Beauchesne. Hannah, would you please step forward? Hannah is headed to the Community College of Vermont in the fall, and she is the recipient of the VSAC Gear Up Scholarship for $1,000. Congratulations. Ella Shagden. Ella is headed to the University of New England in the fall. She is the recipient of the UNE Presidential Merit Scholarship in the amount of $23,000, the Luke Gates Scholarship for $1,200, the VSAC Europe Scholarship for $1,000, the Richford Alumni Association Scholarship for $1,000, the Richford Eastern Star Memorial Scholarship for $800, the Richford Alumni Scholarship in memory of John Snyder for $500, the Lincoln Lodge number 78 free and accepted Mason Scholarship for $500. She is the recipient of the President's Award for Educational Excellence. This award is presented to those students who have excelled academically and who have earned a grade point average of 3.5 or higher over the course of their 4 years in high school. She is the recipient of the Richford High School Respectful Core Value Award. This award is given to the senior who most demonstrates treating all people the way they want to be treated and showing empathy. And she is the Female Athlete of the Year. Congratulations, Ella Shagden. Avery Chaquette. Avery is headed to the Advanced Welding Institute this summer, right? He is the recipient of the VSAC Gear Up Scholarship for $1,000, the Richford Golf Alumni Tournament 2023 Scholarship for $1,000, and he is the recipient of what's called the Vermont Trades Forgivable Loan Scholarship. So this qualifies as a scholarship because if Avery works in Vermont for 1 year, which is the approximate length of his program at AWI, the loan, which covers tuition, will be forgiven. The state of Vermont is investing a lot into the certificate programs in order to retain talented Vermonters and grow the trades workforce. Avery had to apply for this scholarship, and just because someone applies does not mean they automatically receive it. So congratulations, Avery. You should be very proud. Rachel Clemenson. Rachel was our early college student this year. She was a fully remote student through the Vermont Virtual Learning Cooperative, and she is headed to Vermont Technical College in the fall. She's the recipient of the President's Award for Educational Excellence. Congratulations. Vanessa Cunningham. Vanessa is headed to the University of Vermont. She is the recipient of the UVM Vermont Scholar Award for $10,000, the VSAC Gear Up Scholarship for $1,000, the Richford Alumni Golf Tournament 2023 Scholarship for $1,000, and she is the second recipient of the President's Award for Educational Excellence. Congratulations. Emma M. Desatel. Emma is the recipient of the Principal's Award. This selection is made by the principal, given to a deserving student who has demonstrated perseverance while earning a diploma. Emma was remote this year through Vermont Virtual Learning Cooperative as well, and that's for $100. And she's also the recipient of the President's Award for Educational Achievement. And this award is presented to those students who have shown outstanding educational growth and a strong commitment to their education. Congratulations. Aubrey Fadden. Aubrey is headed to Husson University. She is the recipient of the Husson University Trustee Scholar Award for $26,000. The Husson University Pine Tree Scholarship for $16,000. And the Cold Hollow Education Association Scholarship. This scholarship is given to a high school senior who is planning to pursue a career in teaching. This scholarship recognizes a senior who displays academic achievement, leadership qualities, a strong work ethic, and a commitment to serving others. This is for $500. And she is also a recipient of the President's Award for Educational Excellence. Congratulations. Emma Fadden. Emma is headed to the University of New England. She is the recipient of the UNE Presidential Merit Scholarship for $23,000, the UNE Nor'easter Scholarship for $10,000, the Chauncey B. Warner Scholarship for $3,000, the Richford High School Alumni Association in memory of the Jouer, Brown, Reynolds, Haggerty, St. Germain, and Gilman families for $1,500, the Governor's Phil Hoff Vermont Honor Scholarship for $1,000, the Richford Eastern Star Memorial Scholarship for $800, the Ardell Gibson Scholarship for $500. She was the recipient of the Heisman High School Scholarship earlier this year, and she's also the recipient of the President's Award for Educational Excellence. Congratulations. Amber Gaudette. Amber is headed to the Community College of Vermont this fall. She is the recipient of the President's Award for Educational Achievement. Congratulations, Amber. Taylor Jetty. Taylor told me she wasn't going to stand up here tonight, so I'm glad to see you changed your mind. She's headed to the O'Brien's Aveda Institute to study cosmetology. She is the recipient of the Curtis Fund Credentials of Value Scholarship for $1,500 and the VSAC Europe Scholarship for $1,000. Congratulations, Taylor. Troy Kane. Troy is going to the University of Massachusetts at Dartmouth. He is the recipient of the Dean's Scholarship for $4,000, the VSAC Europe Scholarship for $1,000, the Class of 22 Scholarship. So this is a scholarship where the senior class of 2022 is continuing a tradition started by the class of 1991. Graduated seniors helping graduating seniors, and that's in the amount of $625. The Cornelia Jacob Scholarship for $250, and the President's Award for Academic Excellence, Educational Excellence. Thank you. Ethan Kirkpatrick. Ethan inadvertently saw his name on an envelope earlier today, and he was asking me what's in it. Well, now you know. Are you ready? He's headed to the Southern Maine Community College this fall. He is the recipient of the Enosburg American Legion Scholarship for $750, the Enosburg American Legion Auxiliary Scholarship for $500, and the Janet Reardon Scholarship for $100. Congratulations, Ethan. Nathan Laframboise. Did I say that wrong? Nathan is the recipient of the President's Award for Educational Excellence. Congratulations. Keegan Legassi. Keegan is the recipient of the Principal's Award. He's the second recipient. So again, selection made by the principal, given to a deserving student who has demonstrated perseverance while earning a diploma for $100, and the President's Award for Educational Achievement. Congratulations, Keegan. Savannah Maxim. Savannah's headed to the Vermont State University Johnson campus this fall. She is the recipient of the Chauncey B. Warner Scholarship for $3,000, the Vermont State University Better Together Scholarship for $1,500, the VSAC Europe Scholarship for $1,000, the Richford Legion Auxiliary Scholarship for $250, and the President's Award for Educational Excellence. Congratulations. Dana McGraw. Dana's headed to the University of Vermont in the fall. She is our Green and Gold Scholar. That scholarship is in the amount of the tuition, $16,280. She is the recipient of the President's Award for Educational Excellence, and she is the recipient of the Richford High School Judicious Core Value Award. So this award is given to the senior who most demonstrates thinking carefully about their actions and has good judgment and common sense. Congratulations. Joseph Paquette. Joseph is headed to the Vermont State University Linden campus this fall. He is the recipient of the Vermont State University Better Together Scholarship for $2,000, the Fletcher Family Scholarship for $400. This selection was made by the principal, given to a student who has demonstrated perseverance, integrity, and respect, and who has given back to the community. He's the recipient of the President's Award for Educational Excellence, and he's the recipient of the Richford High School Honorable Core Value Award. And this award is given to the senior who most demonstrates doing the right thing, even in the most difficult of situations. Congratulations. Madeline Pike. Madeline is headed to the University of Ottawa this fall. She is the recipient of the Class of 22 Scholarship, second recipient for that in the amount of $625, and she is also the recipient of the President's Award for Educational Excellence. Congratulations. Maya Plant. Maya is the recipient of the President's Award for Educational Achievement. Congratulations. Olivia Pond. Olivia is headed to Lincoln Memorial University in Tennessee in the fall. She is the recipient of the Lincoln Memorial University Founders Scholarship for $12,000, the STEM Challenge Initiative of Franklin and Grand Isle County Scholarship for $1,000, the VSEC Gear Up Scholarship for $1,000, the Richford Lions Club Scholarship for $1,000, the Grace Wright Stetson Scholarship for $650, the Ardell Gibson Scholarship for $500, the Harold J. Horgan Senior Scholarship for $500, the Richford Firefighters Association Scholarship for $300, and the President's Award for Educational Excellence. Congratulations. James Ramo. James already knows about this scholarship because he was honored with this scholarship at the Cold Hollow Career Center, but we want you all to know about it too. It's the George W. Shaw Scholarship for $1,000. Congratulations. Grace Rye. Grace is the recipient of the President's Award for Educational Achievement. Congratulations, Grace. Chloe Sanborn. Chloe is going to begin at the Community College of Vermont this fall. She is the recipient of the Emily Lester Vermont Opportunity Scholarship for $1,500 and the President's Award for Educational Excellence. Congratulations. Jet Shepard. Jet is the recipient of the President's Award for Educational Achievement. Congratulations. Leah Silva. Leah is headed to Champlain College this fall. She is the recipient of the Vermont First Scholarship for $20,000, the Dean Scholarship for $15,000, the Access Scholarship for $10,000, the VSAC Europe Scholarship for $1,000, and the President's Award for Educational Achievement. Congratulations. Michaela Tergelian. Michaela is also headed to Champlain College this fall. She is the recipient of the Vermont First Scholarship for $18,000, the Provost Scholarship for $17,500, the Access Scholarship for $7,500, the Champlain Scholarship for $2,000, the VSAC Europe Scholarship for $1,000, the Samara Fund Scholarship for $1,000. She's the recipient of the President's Award for Educational Excellence. And then I have a little story I want to tell quickly. So the names of GEARUP, there were the names of GEARUP students from all GEARUP high schools in Vermont were entered into a drawing for a computer. 3 students' names were drawn. 2 of those students go to Richford High School, and one of those students is Michaela Tergelian. So congratulations on a computer! Jasper Tracy. Jasper is headed to the Community College of Vermont this fall. He is the recipient of the Samara Fund Scholarship for $1,000, the VSAC Europe Scholarship for $1,000, the President's Award for Educational Achievement, and you know how I said there were 2 students who got a computer? Jasper's the second one. Congratulations, Jasper. Melody Tracy. Melody is headed to Southern Connecticut University Honors College this fall. She is the recipient of the Southern Connecticut State University Honors Scholarship for $6,400, the Southern Connecticut State University Foundation Scholarship for $4,000, the VSAC Europe Scholarship for $1,000, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, and she is also the recipient of the Richford High School Supportive Core Value Award. This award is given to the senior who most demonstrates kindness and helpfulness. They cheer people on, and they are encouraging and positive. Congratulations. John Viennes. John is headed to Franklin Pierce University. He's the recipient of the Franklin Pierce Presidential Scholarship for $34,000, the Franklin Pierce Health Scholarship for $3,500, the Northwest Medical Center Wenner Scholarship for $3,000, the Governor Phil Hoff Vermont Honor Scholarship for $1,000, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, and he is also the Male Athlete of the Year. And last but certainly not least, Trent Weatherby. Trent is the recipient of the Carol G. Hull Principal's Award. Selection made by the principal given to a deserving student who has demonstrated perseverance while earning a diploma for $100, and the President's Award for Educational Excellence. Congratulations, Trent. At this time, I'd like to invite School Board Member Morton Greenwood and our Superintendent Lynn Cota to the stage for presentations of diplomas. Thank you.
Hannah Beauchesne. Georgia Bellotti. Ella Rose Shagnon. Avery Christopher Chaquette. Rachel Clemenson. Vanessa Ruth Cunningham. Evan William Donna. Harley Donna. Emma Amch Desitel. Aubrey Jacqueline Fadden. Emma Corinne Fadden. Amber Gaudette. Taylor May Jetty. Troy Kane. Ethan Kirkpatrick. Nathan LaFramboise. Jonas Benedict Tatro Legassi. Keegan Legassi. Liam Burton Gilbert LaValle. Savannah Maxim. Talia McCrae. Dana McGraw. Lorenzo Minocchi. Levi Austin Moffitt. Aiden Noyes. Braden Paquette. Joseph Paquette. Kyle Perry. Madeline Pike. Maya Plant. Olivia Mary Pond. James Ramo. Grace M. Rye. Jet Shepard. Devin Snyder Funioli. Leah Silva. Jillian Tatro Muir. Michaela Trogillian. Avery Earl Tillotson. Jasper Lee Tuponti Tracy. Melody Marie Tracy. John Charles Viens. Trent Weatherby. Chloe Wilson Robatelli. What happened? I missed it.